In this section, we are going to talk about formatting print. So we have two different formats. It's a dot format and F string format. So during the print operation, so how we can inject different variables. Let me just go ahead and show it how it works. So we will work in the dot format first, and after that I will show how to use the F string. So let's imagine I want to print hello there. If I print like that one, there is no any variable, so whatever is in between two quotes, it is going to print for me. What if I want to print a variable over here? So hello, and I want to say the name. Let me put the I will use these curly brackets now. And after that, I will say, hey, I want to format it, and here the variable will be changing all the time. So for example, let me call it Mike. If I do this way, that means it's, so let's just analyze what is going on. Right now, we are using the print function, and I open my parentheses and close it over here, and in between two quotes, it is going to print for me. So it starts from here, and it finishes over here. So it says that hello and something else. So what is that something else is? We are telling that, hey, we have a format and this Mike is going to replace it over here. So right now it maybe will not make sense that much, because you can say, hey, I can easily print this way, hello Mike. So why I need to go and that way? You see, so both of them are giving the exactly same output. So I have a hello Mike and hello Mike on both sides. But here it looks in the beginning it's a little bit complicated, but let me just give some more samples and we'll see how it looks like. So I will say that I will use the print function again. I will say hello and curly brackets again, and you are years old. Let me just minimize it a little bit and let's see. So right now I have two variables. Here is the one and here is the second one. Now I'm going to inject this variable right in these places. I will say, hey, this is my format. In the first one, I will say, let me call it Frank. In the second one, let me put a variable 25. You see, so right now I have two spots for the variables and I have two variables over here. If I run it like that one, it is going to print for me, because the first one, you see the name, the Frank was injected over here, and the second was injected over here. Here is the tricky point. If I do not specify which variable to inject in which position, as a default it will get whatever it comes in the first. So for example, the first variable will go to here, but in Python each of them they have an indexing, so that is index 0 and that is index 1. So right now I have two variables, you see. But what if I want to re-inverse it? So what if I want to put a 25 over here and Frank, this string, on the second one? So in this case, what I need to do is I will put a 1 over here and a 0 over here. Right now, I'm telling Python what to do. If I do not specify it, it will give it as a default. So the first one and the first variable, and the second one, the second variable. But now I'm specifying that, hey, can you replace the number 1 over here, which is 25? That may be a little bit confusing for you, because right now they are using the indexing. So the Frank, you see that that string is located on the index 0 and the 25 is located in index 1. So let me just run it, and here we go. I have a hello 25 and you are Frank years old. You see, it was replaced. So what if I have a variable which was assigned before? So let me say I have a name which is assigned to the, let me call it Peter, and I have an age which is equal to, let me call it 45. You see, by the way, do you remember the difference between integers and strings? So the name is string right now because in two quotation right now, but the age is 45. Even the colors are different. So if I run it, nothing happened. So right now I will use the same one. So what I can say that, hey, I want to use hello. Oops, hello, curly brackets now, and you are years old. Now, I do not specify, I do not want to get my variables over here because it's already was assigned over here. You see, because I have the variable name and the age. So what I can say that here, in the format, I will say name and age. Because this name will take it from here, which is Peter, and it is going to replace it here. Let me just run it and ba-bams. It will make much more easy later on when we will start making some projects, because you see we need to assign all default variables right in the beginning. So right now we have a 2 only. Maybe it doesn't make any sense, but when you are going to do a lot of projects in the beginning of your program, so what you need to do is maybe you will assign 15-20 different variables, and after that you will use them later on, and it is much more easy to come and change it over here. So you see, if I change it to the mic, if I run it, you see it was changed over here. So right now I have one line of codes, but if you have a lot of lines of code, so it will be much more easy for you. So, and let me just give one more time. So let me see, I will say, let me just give a random. So I will say print, I will say, hey, this is the first, this is the second, oops. That is the second, that is the third, and that is the number 4. And now I will close it. I will say format, and now I will put different variables. So let me say this is the A. Right now this is the B. Let me give another string. Let me give integers. There's a 45, and one of them is 100. I didn't specify in which order it's supposed to go. So as a default, it will take from the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I run it, oops, it didn't work. Because I didn't put a comma in between. So you see, so I need to separate them somehow. So if I run it, oops, again. Oh, I didn't close the brackets now, because I opened the brackets here and I need to close it over here. So if I run it, it is going to work. You see, so it is A, B. So let me just analyze. The A is coming from here, but what about this comma? Where it is coming from? So if I delete this in between, if I click it, A and B right now is here. So, but what if I want to make inverse? So that is index 0, 1, 2, 3. So what I can say that, hey, this is a 3, that is a 2, that is the 1, and that is the 0. So if I do all of them, it is going to be inverse. Another question is, can I use only one of the variables for all of them? And answer is yes, of course. So let me just put all of them as a 1. I will put 1, 1, 1. And what is located index 1 is a B. That means all B's are going to print it here. So B, 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 B. So that was one of the methods. It is .format method. But right now we have a f string, which is it has the same idea. It has the same method. So let me see how it looks like. So we already have our variables, which is name, mic, and the age, which is 45. So it's a little bit in a different way, but the idea is the same. So I will say print. Before going to the quotations, what I need to do, I need to specify that is the f string. Now I will plug inside what I want to print. So I will say hello, and I want to say hello Mike, and you are what is the age? 45, and you are 45 years old. So what I can say that curly brackets again, and what is the variable? The variable is name. And I will say, and let me just put it up, and you are, let me open, and I will write the age inside, years old. Here is a little bit different, you see. So in here we used to have the dot format right after whatever we want to print, and those information was plugged inside. But right now we have a little bit different. So we are saying, hey, inside the print we have a f method, f string. So that f means that we are going to inject something. So I have the quotation starting here and finishing over here as well. So curly brackets means, so this is coming variable. So it will take the information right over here, and that will get the age. So the age is a variable. It is going to get from here. So let me just run it, and ba-bums.